What is going on, everybody? I'm SquidGrow Joe here with Defi Shaun, and we have yet another Infinaeon Friday. Every Infinaeon Friday is a Friday that's closer to the launch of the Infinaeon blockchain. A blockchain which, hey, unlike a lot of other blockchains that people talk about, it's done, it's being tested, and it's getting to be ready to be launched. Real soon. And we're really excited about that. We have a lot to talk about today, guys. Make sure to save all your questions down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you're watching this after the live stream, comment down below. And we subscribe, go to notifications, put that bad boy in all to be notified whenever we have our Infinaeon Fridays or any Infinaeon live streams.
All right, what's going on, everyone? So it has been one heck of a last week and a half since we started that Web3 marketing. Again, thanks everyone for being patient. We told everyone we have a plan, which is exactly what we've been sticking to. And when we kicked off that Web3 marketing, it's been absolutely huge. And we're, again, just getting started on it. So over these past, 10, 11 days since we started, we have raised, I think, about $150,000 off of that. As far as YouTube go, we have about 20-ish YouTubers going live right now, with more being added almost every single day. Now, with all that said, we're going to kind of transition. Well, not transition. We're going to stay in the YouTube. Like I said, we're going to continue adding big, small, medium, and everything in between as far as YouTubers go. But we're going to start an AMA tour soon, talking to a lot of big-time connections in the background, getting the right AMAs. People that are familiar with Web3 marketing, you can spend thousands of dollars in the snap of a finger and get zero return. So it's very important we pick everything correctly and the right places to go. Now, some of those AMAs will be in private rooms, so unfortunately the community won't always be able to be there, but we're also going to have a lot of public AMAs. I know we have one already scheduled at 8 p.m. Eastern Monday, I think it is, with CoinMerge. They're a partner of ours. They're awesome. Everyone will be able to come on and see that one. Yeah, guys, it's been an absolute wild ride, as everyone here knows. But yeah, we also announced the release of our merch video. Joe, if you want to go ahead and cue that for people that didn't see the video. It's an absolutely awesome video, so let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah, an absolutely banger of a video. Shout out to Mr. Pixels and the crew for getting that video together. Also wanted to go ahead and show you the actual shop itself if you haven't checked it out. It's really cool. We have all kinds of hats. We have a jersey right here. And of course, we got to have the 42 because it's the way we do it here at Infinaeon. But yeah, going on down, we have your regular tees. Now, we did give the crypto lids the free reign to go ahead and kind of create designs themselves. Like, I know you see the dragon. That's not really an official design that we have going on, but we wanted them to get creative and be able to go ahead and make some really cool designs, even outside of us. I haven't got around to it yet, but I'm definitely ordering the this hoodie right here in particular. I've had my eyes on that one since we first previewed it. But yeah, hoodies are awesome. It's getting cold. We got your mugs if you want to have a beer. We got your coffee mug if you want to have a coffee. You need to stay hydrated. We got your water jugs right there at the bottom. We have everything that you need. We even have some female clothes going, which they do have, I believe, some more female clothes that are going to be hitting here in the next couple of days. They just couldn't get everything added. Yeah, so the merch shop looks awesome. If you're interested in it, go ahead and hop on and get you some. I'm sure we don't have anything planned as of right now, but I'm sure we'll definitely do some kind of giveaways where we can kind of give out some free merch and things like that, which would be really cool. But yeah, that is the merch shop. Next up, we have a rebranding, I guess you can say, of our NFTs. Joe, if you want to go ahead and cue that up and see what that's all about. All right, very awesome video. Again, shout out to Mr. Pixels and the crew. Now, basically, the NFTs will now become known as blockchain income tokens. I don't even think that these are really even going to be able to hit the mainstream. I think all of the OG members and the recent people that joined, I think are probably going to buy them up. So we have the sale of the 0.15 BNB going on for, I think, let me check it out, for the next 12-ish days. Go ahead and check out that pre-sale page. Yep. So for 12 more days, you can get it at 0.15, excuse me, BNB. It will be getting raised when we do go into tier 3, assuming it makes it that far. Kind of have a feeling it's not going to make it that far. So, but we'll kind of see how that goes. So that is the news on the NFTs. Also, another piece of pretty cool and exciting news is kind of have the first look at the DEX kind of up and running. So this is the bridge. The staking is done. They're finishing up the DEX portion. As you can see, like the way it would work with the bridge, we have ETH, we have BSC, we have Base, we have Arbitrum. Because, with Crypto on Calls, we did a lot of newer project on Base, on Arbitrum, on ETH. And a lot of times people have trouble figuring out how to get to those chains. So we kind of saw it as an open opportunity to really go ahead and put out a good bridge where people can easily not only get to Infinaeon, but can also get to some of the other big players, which, like everything else, this is going to go towards the income for the ecosystem. So yeah, you would put in the amount you want to go right here. You have your value to the right. Coming on down, in this case, we're going from ETH, then we're going to ARB. It'll have your value. You're going to have an estimated time. You're going to have an estimated gas fee, and you can go ahead and swap it. I don't think you see my wallet and stuff pop up on the screen. But yeah, guys, this is it. It's working. We're right around the corner from the DEX being done, which means it's going to be going live on testnet, hopefully this coming week, which is going to be a huge catalyst. We're no doubt going to push that again all across YouTube, everything like that. So start here, I guess you can say. Going live, as you can see, we have staking, we have the DEX, we have the bridge. Now, before the blockchain goes live, we are going to have the token builder, which is being designed right now in the background. We're also going to have a locker because we need somewhere on our chain for people to go ahead and lock their OP and everything. So we are going to have that set up as well. And then we are also going to go with our pump.fund system. Now, we did land on a name. So what we're going to go with is, hold on one second. Should have had this ready. I want to get this over.
I can show it right. I can show this right here.
Wait, what you got? Yep, that's what I was looking for. Yep. Okay. So we are going to go with lunarpump.fund. Now, let me explain what we're doing. So at first, the big topic of conversation was to not go with pump.fund type theme. But after talking to really big players in the space, a lot of people in the marketing side behind us, we were heavily advised not to reinvent the wheel, especially when it comes to DeFi. People like to go with what they're familiar with. So we were advised heavily to go with a pump fund type name so that people automatically know what it is. Now, the website we're building looks more like Sun Pump, I believe it is. It doesn't look like Pump.Fund. It's a lot cleaner. It's a lot more professional. This logo right here probably will be altered some, but that's the reason why we decided to stay in the realm of the Pump.Fund is for recognition so that people don't have to ask what it is. They're automatically going to know what it is. Yeah, we spent days debating this and figuring out exactly what we wanted to do. But yeah, we, at the end of the day, agree that everyone was right, that we needed to keep the branding somewhere near that pump.fund system so everyone knew what it was. So about to go live on testnet, DEX, bridge, staking. Coming up, being built in the background is going to be the token builder, the locker, and lunarpump.fund. So when we go live day one, we're going to have everything you need. We're going to have our DEX. You're going to be able to stake your tokens prior to the token going live. You're going to be able to bridge, so you'll be able to easily get whatever currency you want to get. Then we're going to have that token builder. We're going to have the locker, and we're going to have that lunarpump.fund. A launch pad will not be far behind it. So you have very exciting times. And again, guys, we're getting very, very close to all of this becoming a reality.
Yeah, there's a lot of things rolling out. Like we said was going to happen. Shaun and I talked about on these past couple of weeks in these live streams about more people getting involved in the pre-sale. And I was talking about Shaun just a little while ago. You look at one point, it was 75,000. blink, it was 100,000, and now we're at almost 250,000 for the pre-sale. And it's just more people getting involved because they see value in what we are, Infinion, the blockchain which a lot of people can get value, whether it's through NFTs, through staking, launching a project, bridging, just building a base of the community. And we feel like what we have here is the foundation. That's all we've been working on laying out right now is not the foundation, but not just the foundation, a way for other tokens to join us and become part of Infinion system and launch their own unique aspect, whether it's Pump.Fun and anything else we have lined up. So we're really excited about this, and we really like to know what you guys think. If you guys have any questions, make sure to ask in the comments right now. We'll try to get to your questions. We got one of them from Joshua. He says, "Have you guys figured out the APY for the 6 months?"
So we have a rough idea because, like I said, we are going to give some APY and tokens, of course, but we are coming up with an even bigger idea to be able to kick back revenue to that staking pool. It'll probably be like a limited time first run type thing. So basically, all the people that I guess stake prior to the token launch, I guess you can say, would be entitled to it. But again, we're still finalizing those details, so I don't want to give out too much information without the whole team signing off on it. So yes, that is going to be coming. It's obviously going to be announced before we make it go live. But yeah, we are coming up with something that I think a lot of people are going to like. As we know, 57% of people were staked with OPHX. Hopefully, a lot of the same people stake. A little bit different this time because we have the power of a whole blockchain behind us. So assuming this does even just 5 or 10% of Binance, it's going to have a lot of liquidity flowing through all this. So selling and stuff like that isn't that big of a deal. But again, the more people hold, the bigger and better we can make this. The bigger the token gets, the more attention, obviously, that the blockchain is going to get.
Picardo says, "Is the artwork already finished for the NFTs?"
Mr. Pixel's handed on. I believe he said yes, pretty much it is going to be finished. Now that'll get sent out when we officially transition over to ETH. I have a feeling we're going to sell out before that transition even happens because initially we weren't really going to overly push the NFTs until the transition. So it kind of went on the back burner because obviously we were building the DEX, we were building the blockchain. We had so much of your big time stuff going on, but the NFTs have absolutely just caught fire. So they'll probably be sold out once that happens. We'll transition everything over to ETH, airdrop everyone. They'll have the cool artwork that no doubt Mr. Pixels and them will blow out of the park. And yeah, we'll go from there.
Jack says, might have been answered before, but will we have our own app?
So everything is going to be web-based right now. I know someone had asked that to Matt too and Mark, but yeah, everything is going to be web-based right now, but we no doubt will. Like I said, we are going to have anything and everything all the big boys have, no doubt.
Picardo says, "Can you already show some artwork for the bits?"
That's something I'd have to check with Mr. Pixel about and see if he is ready to share any of it. He can probably answer in here. Or he might have already done it. Is that a tweet? Yep, go check that out. I'm assuming that that's some teasers right there. Oh, Joe, you're silenced.
Yeah, I was trying to bring it up, but it won't let me bring it up. If you want Mr. Pistol, DM me and I'll show some of the art. Planoff says, where does the BNB earn from the bits mint go to? Does join a race for the pre-sale or has a different allocation?
So hold on, let me comprehend what you're trying to say. So the BNB earn. Oh, you mean what is it used for? Yeah, so it's just all kind of getting thrown into one pot. It's used for development. Well, probably not LP, but used for more so development. Yep, as the main cause of the NFT money. Yep. So paying for the Pump.Fun system, paying for the launch pad, all those fun things, which means just frees up more of that pre-sale money for adoption.
Bill just break says, to confirm, we will have all 3 pools available at launch. Just want to make sure I don't put in the 3 month if we have to wait a couple of weeks for the 6 month.
I think so. I think the way it's going to be lining up is that whenever we go live with the staking, that hopefully all 3 will be there. Like I said, we're just finalizing exactly some things, how we're going to handle it. But I think all will be there. If for some reason the 6 month pool isn't there, we should at least have the details on what we're doing so that you know if you want to hold off and wait for the 6 month. Yep. So yeah, we'll make sure that question's answered prior to anything going live.
And once again, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit it on all for notifications so that you can be informed whenever we do our live streams. We do Infinion Fridays every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But of course, there's times where we do impromptu AMAs. We've done a bunch in the past in which we want to give you guys as much information as up to date and as soon as possible. Once we're 100% clear to give it, we want to give it to you guys. We want to keep you guys informed as much as humanly possible. And if you guys want, make sure by hitting the subscribe button, it locks you in when you hit notification on all to let you know what's going on. Also, if you guys have any more questions, comment down below. Let us know your questions. We'll be more than happy to answer every single one of your questions as we're here to do so, guys. We want to give as much information as humanly possible to everybody to let you all know and keep you all up to date. And like I said in many streams before, if you guys know any blockchains, if you know any cryptos, send them our way. If they want to bridge over to us or they want to launch with us with Infinion. We have a lot of cryptos that are looking to launch with us, and we're always trying to get more. We want our launch week just to be an explosive week, and you can do your part by helping out and saying, hey, listen, you might want to bridge with Infinion, something really cool happening over here, and you might very well save that project or help stabilize that project with them being over on Infinion. I know there's a lot of projects out there that are really worried about being on BNB or maybe on ETH with the high gas fees, and Infinion basically solves all that. They're worried about just a black swan event of ETH getting destroyed or BNB getting destroyed. And what to do? What's going to happen? Well, here in Infinion, the problem's already been solved. If there's a black swan event, it doesn't even make a ripple in our water. Like, we got it all sorted out perfectly. And you can go ahead and by hitting them up and saying, hey, why don't you go hit up these guys over here? Hit up Defi Shaun, hit up SquidGrow Joe, hit up Infinion, and we're here for you guys. We're here to make sure that when Infinion launches, it launches with great projects. It's going to be launching, like I said, relatively soon, but it's going to be launching with a lot of projects that we feel are going to be great for the ecosystem. And we think definitely that a lot of people are going to be really excited about Infinion coming out. And I think we're going to be a talk of the town for a very long while, especially with the green market coming up soon.
Yep. And you know, another thing too is that to kind of put it into perspective of something that no one's ever done, a huge sell-off will only increase the value of our blockchain, which again, I know it sounds crazy, but that's how it works. And with every transaction, the buy, sell, it doesn't matter. So if we have, if the market goes super red and we have 4 million transactions or something with everyone selling, that's just putting more and more ETH into the LP contract for the blockchain.
And it's good for whales. It's good for good for whales that want to move in because they're like, hey, listen, if another whale sells, I get hooked up. Whales always compete against whales, and holders compete against holders. And a lot of people are gonna be like, you know what, whales especially are gonna be like, you know what, that whale leaves, it's good for me. And more whales buy in, it's also good for so it's a system which everyone benefits, and that's the way we like to have it here. We don't like to have some weird pyramid scheme where whoever sells last gets screwed. It's more or less a system in which people buying it and moving around within our blockchain add value towards the blockchain as well as themselves. We have a question from Only Up. He says, are you guys happy with the current growth pace we've set so far?
Yeah, I'm extremely happy with the growth, with the plan. Again, this plan started over a year ago now, which we sat back, patiently waited for the right time for Operation Phoenix, which, Joe, you'll remember when the whole Safe Moon thing went down. That's when we all got together and we're like, look, now's the time. Like, that idea was just shelved, waiting for the right moment. That happened. Then, of course, that led into the blockchain. We were building almost 3 months before we even announced it. And yeah, now we're leading into the pre-sale, the Web 2, waiting for that to kind of get ramped up, which led into the Web 3. That absolutely kicked everything off. So very happy with everything going on. Again, the DEX, the staking, the bridge is almost done. Then we just had to finish up the token builder, the locker, and the lunar pump.fun. And then, yeah, we'll be good to go. And I saw a question that I'm not sure where it's at now, but someone was saying kind of like how everyone calls it tissue a Kleenex, even though it's not. Some brands are not Kleenex, they're tissues, but kind of the same system or same thought that everyone has about the pump.fun system. Because when someone comes in, let's say we called it whatever the name is, they're going to say, hey, what is that? And we're going to say, hey, it's just like pump.fun. It's how we're going to end up describing it anyway. So it makes it easier just to name it something similar from the beginning so everyone knows exactly what it is. Because Pump That Fund kind of cornered the market on that type of launch system to the point where that's what everyone knows it as. So again, that's why we chose that name. And I know 2 or 3 Infinion Fridays ago, we were talking about how absolutely not, we don't want to associate with it. But again, that's what we're all about, listening to what everyone has to say. It's not, we're just the founders. And that's it. We want to take everyone's ideas, thought, so that we can make the right decision for everything we do. Because, it's all about getting it right, not being right. It's kind of my motto with everything. Someone else, so many questions were coming in. Also asked about the NFT marketplace. Cool little tidbit about that. We're building an NFT marketplace no matter what. We might have an opportunity that we might be able to actually purchase a crazy huge NFT marketplace that was built for a certain project that never got off the ground. And I mean, it is a top-notch NFT platform that could potentially set us apart from other platforms, or at the least let us compete with the biggest NFT platforms. Don't know if that's going to come to fruition, so we'll kind of see how that goes. Matt, Mark might kill me for even saying that, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I just want to double down and say when me and Shaun first talked about Operation Phoenix, when Shaun first said, "Hey man, I got this crazy idea. I want to really talk to you about it." In that conversation, throughout that conversation, it was always about the blockchain. He goes, and then the blockchain. And this is so just to give you guys an idea of how far back all this has been planned and all this has been worked on, all this has been thought about. A lot of effort, planning, and work has been put into this blockchain, and it's not something that we just shot from the hip. It's something that we've been here for a while talking about, and a lot of people have been working on to get to where it is today. It's absolutely massive. Jesus, Lord and Savior, says, "How's the artwork picked for the number a bit, or is it just random?" Oh, you mean it?
Yep. So how is the artwork picked? Sorry, I was reading comments. That would be more of a Mr. Pixels question. Again, he's handling all of that. So yeah, that would be more of a Mr. Pixel question. Mr. Pixel, if you want to go ahead and potentially answer that or shoot us a message on that.
And then we got a question from Wormwood Wood. He says, "Is Polygon Network working on the pre-sale page? I can't see my current balance, nor it will connect to the Poly Network. I've been trying for over a week now."
So let's see. Did you contribute? You contributed with Polygon? If so, let me know. Or I'm not sure if Matt's here. Was it Polygon that was having the known issue? It might have been. So that might be a known issue. We'll definitely check into it and see. No matter what, though, the transaction is registered on the blockchain. It's registered in the contract. So whether it's showing on the DApp, which we need to get it working because you need to be able to physically see it with your own eyes. But rest assured, it is registered, though.
And then we got Take Note. He says, "I've been out of space for a minute. What happened to Safe Moon? They changed the name." So I was thinking about doing a video because I know a lot of people are going to start coming back into crypto soon. Video just to do like kind of like a recap of everything. Yeah, because there's a lot about Safe Moon, there's a lot about what's going on, and then just get everybody that's relatively new coming to my channel and just in general in crypto. People are gonna be coming in going, "Hey, I bought Safe Moon a couple of years ago. How we looking?" Bad news. It went horribly. The CEO stole. I walked away from Safe Moon as a content creator, and everyone went against me. And that, well, not everyone in the Safe Moon community, I guess. And now everyone in the Safe Moon community either is part of Infinaeon or they're pretty much waiting for the next green market. So hopefully that gets everything sorted. But I'm definitely gonna make a recap video discussing all that because I know a lot of people are asking the same kind of questions. As far as that, we have another question though. Speaking of which, I'm trying to figure out where it was. Oh yeah, Tazzy Zig says, "Has everyone got their NFTs? Don't let this opportunity pass you by, fam."
Yep, for sure. We're getting down to like the last 800, so we're definitely getting there. So if you want them or you need them, definitely go ahead and take advantage of it. Also, Joe, I want to follow up because the same person, I'm assuming he's talking about your channel, 32K subs and 3 viewers, nasty. That's because we're simulcasting. So majority of the people listening right now, they're listening on our Infinaeon YouTube channel. So I did want to clarify that. We don't just have 3 people watching the stream. We're actually simulcasting on Infinaeon, on Joe's channel, and on my channel as well. So majority of the viewers listen to it on Infinaeon. Which, if you're not, which you're obviously not, go ahead and give us a subscribe and follow.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, as time goes on, more and more people can come out of nowhere and go, "What happened? Wait, hold on. I was here a year ago, 2 years ago. What happened?" There's gonna be a lot of that as as more people get back into crypto, as more people look towards buying back or maybe finding a next safe moon. So I mean that's gonna be something that's gonna be just I guarantee just a normality, and it comes down to just people just wondering, hey, what's going on? Because, like I said, people get into crypto and then they just leave. They still hold their crypto wallet. They might hold it, they might not hold it. And they do their life, and then when the market looks green again, they come back and they want the opportunity. So that's basically what the whole situation here. And it is really cool though to see people come back. And we always do this. Shaun and I talked about this forever. A lot of people are going to start. I almost like to say waking up and coming back in and saying, "All right, let's get back to work. Let's get back to grinding that opportunity. The market's green. I'm in here. What do you got for me?" And we're gonna see a lot of that actually as time goes on, to the point where people, it's gonna be, live streams, but it's naturally gonna get a lot more bigger as more people get involved in crypto. We'll come back to my channel, Shaun's channel, everyone else's, just to say what's going on. What do we got here? What do you got for me? And is it worth it? And why is it worth it? So a lot of questions about to be asked. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna make a recap video, and I'm gonna try to make a recap video coming up soon about what happened with SafeMoon, what happened to my channel, and where we are right now. Because it's a really cool story. It's a story of just honesty. I mean, think about it. A lot of people still continue to create SafeMoon content, knowing what SafeMoon was doing. Very few people actually went against SafeMoon because everyone was scared of being sued. I'm one of very few people. And I still have the letter sent to me by Mr. Caroni threatening to sue me. It was me, CoffeeZilla, and I believe John's uncle. His own uncle actually threatened to sue. We all got letters. I kept creating content because I still wanted to warn everybody what's going on. And Operation Phoenix was made to get SafeMoon community members going, hey, listen, you still have an opportunity. And Operation Phoenix did amazing. I mean, absolutely, it rocketed out the gate. And of course, with Infinion, it's gonna be something that I my personal opinion, I think is gonna be leading the green market as a blockchain rolling out the green market with so much opportunity.
Yep. And real quick before you do that, Joe, this was so planned out that months before we even launched Operation Phoenix, we actually knew Infinion was going to be our ultimate name. That's why with the logo, of course, we got attacked by so many SafeMoon people on Twitter when we first started talking about, hey, you got idiots, that's not a Phoenix, that's a dragon. We were very well aware because we wanted the dragon to be associated with Infinion. So that's what we kind of said. It was just kind of foreshadowing of what we were going to become. We knew that with Operation Phoenix, we wanted to get SafeMoon's attention to show them that we're building something real. But at the same time, we also knew that it was important to transition away from that, especially with, like Joe said, as we reach a different market, hopefully a very, very green market, and people start coming back in. We don't want confusion. Operation Phoenix, especially with Joe being a founder of it, is going to really confuse people. Some people, even in the beginning, thought that we were SafeMoon, all those different things, which we're not. We have zero association to SafeMoon whatsoever. So yeah, it just goes to show you how far we plan this out, because even though for the longest time, so many people knew that the end of SafeMoon wasn't coming, we kind of had that inside knowledge because of Joe. So that's why we were kind of planning everything out, because we knew it was only a matter of time before everything happened and everything went down. And with Joe, he followed SafeMoon because he genuinely thought it was going to make everyone doing it a millionaire. And myself included, all of us involved were huge SafeMoon community members. So we wanted to build something real, which we definitely are. Again, we're in pre-sale and we already have our blockchain built and ready to go before, again, the raise is even done. So
Yeah, that's something that I know a lot of people coming back, especially from SafeMoon, come back in here. They go, hold on, the blockchain's it's done. Like it's something because SafeMoon had promised the blockchain for years. And one thing, we don't really try to compare ourselves to SafeMoon as much. We really try to put ourselves away from SafeMoon. But that comparison is so night and day. Where they promise to get your money to work on a blockchain, we already have a blockchain already, and we're gonna be launching it out in the near future, and we're really excited about that. And not only that, this raise is all the things we're doing for this raise. Some of it is also going to be going back towards new tokens, and that's what we're really excited about. That's one thing I'm super excited about, amongst many other things that we're working on. So I'm always excited about DeFi and crypto, but I'm excited and the idea of notion of we can all make it, we can all grow. Those that come in early get rewarded. Those that come in later, well, there's always innovation in DeFi, and that's where your opportunity lies into. So I'm always excited about that. But we have a question from Favor. He says, I see you guys will list at 0.004, I think. My question is, will it be like Sol where other projects will be under okay the chain, or it's just a normal project named Infinion?
Let me go ahead and pull this back up. So if you are new here, which I mean, obviously by the question, I'm assuming you are. So yes, we are not just a token. We are going to be a full-fledged blockchain, more like Arbitrum because they're an L2. So where Solana is not. But yeah, here's our website right here. We coming on down. We're gonna have 3 different tokens. Again, if you've been watching this, you're probably getting tired of hearing it, but I'll go over it real quick. So the way our blockchain is going to work is we're going to have 3 tokens. We're going to have the native token, which is the one right here at the top. That's going to be the token you're buying in the pre-sale. That's going to be the token that's getting 40 to 60% of the revenue from the blockchain. The token itself is going to be zero tax, zero buy, zero sell. But gas fees, DEX fees, launchpad fees, NFT marketplaces, everything will be getting kicked back to this token. Just to put that into perspective, even just doing 10% of Binance transactions per day would lead to multi-million dollars worth of buying and burn into this native token per year. Now, coming on down, we have the liquidity token, which is the backbone of the actual blockchain. Every single time a transaction happens on the chain, buy, a sell, a contract creation, someone doing something on Lunar Pump that fund, whatever it may be, a certain portion of that is going to be getting kicked back to the LP of the blockchain, which is the wrapped ETH. Now that's going to continue to make it go up. So right at launch, our version of ETH, which is going to be our wrapped ETH called Infinaeon Plus, will go up in value with every single transaction. It'll start off 1-to-1 with regular ETH, and every single time a transaction happens, it just gets more and more valuable. Then as far as our gas token, that works like Base or Arbitrum. You simply are going to change your ETH over to Infinion ETH, which you'll be able to do through a bridge on our site. Super simple, and you're going to be able to go ahead and use that to transact on the blockchain, which we will be able to easily get everyone over when the time comes here in the next few weeks. But yeah, that's just kind of a quick recap. You can go over to my YouTube channel, Joe's YouTube channel, or any of the other 20 plus YouTubers that are covering us, and you'll see, yeah, we're not just a token. We are a full-blown blockchain. I was looking for the Explorer link. I don't see it. I can go find it while Joe's talking. But yeah, blockchain's already done. It's in testnet. The DEX is days away from getting done and going into testnet. So you're at the right time. We're not just sitting back and saying, hey, guys, go to the pre-sale. You know, we might have a blockchain for you someday. Nope, it's already here. It's going to be here hopefully within the month. In testnet, you'll be able to probably be testing before next week to make that clear. So it's not just, hey, take our word, it's here. Like, no, you're actually going to be able to get on there with virtual currency and test it out and play with it yourself, not just, you know, listen to us saying that that it's here.
Yeah, and the cool thing about all of this is that this is all happening in real time. So for a lot of people that have been with us for a while, they know the whole transformation. They know everything we did. We've been very obvious and blunt with everything. Excuse me. We've been obvious and blunt with everything that we've been working on. And the reason why is because we want to have that clear communication. We've been doing Infinion Fridays just about every single Friday since Operation Phoenix to maintain clarity. We've been doing bonus streams to maintain clarity. And then we turn around and we go, okay, you guys enjoy what we got with Operation Phoenix. You're going to enjoy now the evolution, because the next level is Infinion, a layer 2 blockchain built on ETH with low gas fees, that's cheap, inexpensive, and of course with Infinion Plus, the ever appreciating blockchain is what we came out to call Infinion. So we're really excited about what we have here for you guys. We think you guys are going to like it a lot. And of course, once again, we know once we start getting more and more people onto our blockchain, more people to join Infinion, they're gonna keep asking the same question. That's why we don't get tired when people say, "Hey, I should be a SafeMoon holder. What do you have here for me?" Well, first of all, we're not SafeMoon. We deliver our products. Second of all, we don't, we know how to spell, so it's not, they're not going to call things all weird names. And third of all, we are going to deliver something that we feel we put 110% in, because a lot of these projects will ultimately deliver these half-ass we're looking forks, and they don't really care about the value, but we do. We want this to thrive. We're not looking to make a quick buck today. If we got, I think Shaun was talking about this the other day. If the SEC came in and said, Infinion, we're gonna check you out, they're gonna look at us and go, bro, because where other projects took profits, we put it back in Infinion. We put it back in Operation Phoenix. We invested in all of this, paid out of pocket, so you don't have to sit there and hear yet again another blockchain looking for a handout to maybe come out and release maybe a fork of another blockchain. No. What we have done here is created something that we think that is going to be different than the entire ecosystem. And we hope you guys appreciate that, because we're doing it for you, the holders. We want more and more holders because we want to reward those that get involved in Infinion.
Yep. And just, I guess, to get further on that is, when we first started out with the blockchain, we definitely knew that we wanted to do something unique. We wanted to do something different. For people that are newer, if you were familiar with SafeMoon, you're familiar with SafeMoon Mark. For people that are new to the channel, that's who I pitched the idea to, of making the ever appreciating blockchain. He loved the idea. Before I even finished my sentence, he already was popping out ideas on how to make it work. And just, again, everything just kind of fell into place. We were building this thing months and months. For those that have been around the community or been around me and Mike and Joe for the last 2-3 years, I do not like keeping secrets. It absolutely killed me to not be able to tell people that we were building this blockchain. I mean, it absolutely killed me. But here's the block explorer right here, so that you can kind of see it all set up. So this is our BSC scan. This is our Ether scan. This is what it's going to look like. This, not only what it looks like, this is what it is. As you can see, testing is going on right now. Everything is going exactly as it should be. Blockchain is working perfectly. And again, just to kind of put it into perspective, we are the infinitely smarter blockchain. We are the blockchain that with every single transaction that happens, the blockchain becomes more and more valuable. Now, I saw someone asking this question right here. Matt kind of answered it, but I do want to answer it live. So when the wrapped ETH goes up in value, does it mean that our gas fees will go higher than ETH fees? So the LP token and the gas fee are two different tokens. So it's not as complicated as it sounds. As far as the LP token goes, the average retail investor doesn't have to deal with it at all. Now, if you're launching a project, you just go to the liquidity section of our DEX, just like you would on PancakeSwap, and you're going to go ahead and send in your ETH, and it's going to automatically pair it to the LP. So you as a retail investor, you don't really have to worry about the LP. You just simply have to worry about getting the gas token, which, just like Base or Arbitrum, will stay one-to-one with ETH. So if ETH's worth 2,500, our Infinion ETH will be worth 2,500. If ETH's worth 3,000, our Infinion ETH will be worth 3,000. The LP token is the one that goes up in value. But again, if you're just an investor and you're not a dev, you don't even have to really worry about that one. You can know what it does because it's the backbone of the ecosystem, but you never really have to interact with it in any way, shape, or form.
One of my favorite questions, and you guys should always ask this question, because it's one that if I was in your shoes, I would ask constantly. This is by Joseph. He says, how many projects at launch?
So it's hard to say. I can say there's a lot of people that are talking about launching. Yeah, it's really hard to say because we are, again, a decentralized open blockchain, so anyone can launch at any time. We do know of some that are launching without a doubt day one. I think whenever we get the blockchain over, we're probably going to offer incentives, probably do some airdrops and different things like that, because we want people transferring their ETH to Infinion ETH, so that they kind of have their tokens on our blockchain ready to go. So that's just, it's a hard question to answer. We kind of just gotta wait and see. But we are definitely going to have token launches on launch day. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, no, and it's the question that I wish I could give you the answer for. But like Shaun said, there's projects that we're looking to work with to help get them more renowned within its debut on Infinion, and anyone can launch a project. Not to mention that we have a token builder that you right now can be your own project lead, can launch a project. We know people, can get them on, and I always joke around about. I said this last week at Mr. Pixel. Uh, there's a project came out called Cum Rocket, and Elon Musk. It had nothing to do with anything. Elon Musk thought it was hilarious, tweeted about it, and it shot up. And the dev obviously made a crazy amount of money. The community made a crazy amount of money. And there's a lot of projects out there, and you can make a project on Infinion that all it takes is Elon Musk or someone to go, you know what, pretty cool, tweet about it, or maybe someone gets involved in it. That's that knows people and wants to tell them and spreads the word like wildfire. The next Safe Moon could be on Infinion, and it's a real thing. It's not like this is like a maybe or potentially. Listen, we're looking to make this massive, and we're looking to be the blockchain of the green market, and we feel like we're perfectly positioned because nobody really wants a BNB because it's kind of all in flux, and we're focusing on ETH. But what about ETH with low gas fees? ETH that's stable. So when the market eventually goes red, you're not going anywhere. That's what we're working on. Not to mention staking and NFTs and all the things we have. But as far as SafeMoon, we're looking to launch it to the point where, as far as Infinion, we're looking to prepare the next SafeMoon on our blockchain. And it's a reality. And like I said, with the token builder, anyone could do it. You, your friends, anyone could launch a project and grow it. We're looking to make it that easy for everybody.
So here's another one I wanted to address. Is this the first you guys have heard of the bits or NFTs that get rewarded from a blockchain? To my knowledge, yes. We're doing something that's very hard to do in the space. We're doing quite a few first-time things. The blockchain that only ever appreciates in value is a new thing. The amount of revenue that's going to be getting shared is unheard of. Solana, Base, none of these guys share revenue like this. We're sending almost all of it back to the NFT holders, to the blockchain, or to the native token. Almost 100% of it is going back to that, which again, nothing wrong with the Solana Foundation and Arbitrum. They're a business. It's their revenue. They're not cheating anyone by keeping their funds and their revenue. It's theirs to do what they want with. But again, we've always wanted to be as decentralized of a product we can and build something that everyone can benefit from. And when people ask, well, how are you guys going to benefit? We invested at the rock bottom like everyone else did with our own money. We gave no gifted tokens. So, we built ourselves up, our bags and everything like that. So we're sitting just like you guys. That's why we always like to say this is a community thing, not just us thing. That's why we label ourselves as founders, or like for Matt, the dev. We don't want to say core team and team members because we don't want it to be about that. We want to grow this blockchain together. And again, everyone's going to benefit it, be it that the funds going back to the blockchain itself. And when I say blockchain, I mean the LP token, or the big, huge chunk that's going back to the native token. So yeah, a whole bunch of firsts that we're doing. Here's another good thing is a lot of people said, well, what happens if this takes off and everyone just starts copying you? Which is very possible. This is a copycat space. But with that being said, the big boys in the space like Solana or whoever it may be, isn't that simple. From my understanding, the way it's been explained to me, they can't just all of a sudden build this into the contract. They would have to completely relaunch everything in order to integrate this technology, because we didn't fork anything. This blockchain that we built was built from scratch because, again, no one has ever done it before. So as far as like the other big players in the space that are currently already there, like Base, like Solana, they won't be able to just copy us. Now, of course, anyone can build it from scratch and copy us. But some of the big time players that might say, hey, we really want to implement that, it won't be that simple. So, which is a good thing. They can't just, hey, copy that real quick and, hey, now you guys don't have any advantage. They would have to redo everything in order to make that happen.
That, just to play off that, I just want to say, anyone who tries to copy what we do, first of all, it's not easy. It's not. If they can do it, Godspeed, because it's not easy. Number one. Number two, if they copy off us, that means we already maintain the success that they want to copy. Number one. Number two, everyone who copies doesn't get the same value. So I'm a big nerd. I'm a big gamer. I used to play World of Warcraft. And all these other RPG games that came out afterwards is still not as big as World of Warcraft. Why? Because it's the first and biggest to do it. And it's the same in DeFi and crypto. There's a lot of cryptos and tokens and everything that want to copy the original recipe. They might get big, they might get something, but the biggest will always be the original recipe. And here with Infinion, we feel like if anyone even attempts to copy us, we wish them luck, because it's not easy. It's insanely difficult. And of course, to even get a fraction of where we are, it's going to take a lot of man hours, a lot of work. And like I said, we said earlier in this live stream, Shaun, when we first talked about this, one of the things that we talked about was the blockchain. And it's really funny when people are saying that's a dragon, that's not a, and we're like, we know, we can't say anything else, but we just know. It's kind of like, we really wanted to tell everybody at the time, but we knew things take time, and what we have in our plans, it all takes time, and in time, everything rolls out. With that said, guys, if you guys want to ask any more questions, ask your final questions right now. Let us know, because we are going to be wrapping this up soon. Do you have anything else you want to say, Shaun?
Yeah, and now with this tech that we have built into this blockchain, it wasn't as simple as, hey, we're just sending some fees here and then you just send it out. It's not that simple. They had to do certain things with some gas upcharges and different things like that. It actually took them 2 or 3 weeks behind, which kind of put us behind schedule to figure it out, because at first they didn't nail it. So when we first got started on it, we weren't even 100% sure that we would be able to make what we're doing here even possible. So again, it's not an easy thing to copy. And I do agree to a certain extent. A lot of people say it doesn't matter who's first, it matters who's the best. And with a lot of things in life, in different businesses, that is true, I guess you can say. But with crypto, it very much matters who's first. Think about every single blockchain, everything out there. Whoever does something first, pump that fund. We've been talking about that a lot. They were pretty much first. They did it the best, and it's hard for anyone to overtake them. Again, we can't build a similar system without easily describing it as it's just like pump that fund. Same thing with Pancake Swap and Uniswap. When someone's the biggest and the first, it's really hard to overtake them. So yeah, we see this being a really cool thing. And like Joe said, every single week it seems like we're getting new people that used to watch Joe's channel. For those that weren't around for SafeMoon or don't remember, the engagement Joe, Crypto Atlas, your Tyler Hills of the world that are, partners with us, Crypto Zeus, the amount of people that watched it from SafeMoon that disappeared in the red market, they will be flooding back in that green market. And Infinion is going to be one of the first things that they see. So, super excited about that. Zeus, I can officially say he's on board. He's a partner. He's a good friend of ours. Love having him on board. He's one of the best YouTubers out there, in my opinion. So, yeah, very excited for everything.
Yeah, shout out to Zeus. Really, really like Zeus Elias. Great guy. Knew him from the SafeMoon days. And Sean's right. A lot of people are going to be coming back that were watchers of our channels, as well as new people. And I always joke around, but I always say I speak fluent dude, because you got the average Joe that works 40 hours a week, that knows nothing about crypto, but he wants to get involved. He clicks on a channel, and the minute he sees someone talking smarty pants, he's out of there. So I'm really excited to be that intermediary between the smarty pants in DeFi and the everyday average Joe. I want to be that person to grab stuff like layer 2 technology and break it down, because I get excited about crypto, and I get excited about bringing crypto to everybody, the everyday average Joe, as well as the investors that have been here throughout the red market, and Shaun does as well. Like this is passion for me, Shaun, and everybody else. Like we have a massive passion, and for those that have been throughout the red market, shout out to you guys. It's about to be Christmas every day, and we're glad you're here with us, because we definitely love what's happening within DeFi and the crypto market. We would have been gone already. We love what's happening here, so we're really excited about that.
Yep. Also, if you're, I know you're obviously everyone's on the YouTube live right now, but look in the Telegram. I'm assuming that's what Joe was laughing about, which I was just laughing about a graphic that Mr. Pixel made and posted in Telegram.
Yeah, no, and it's true though. It's so silly, but you can make a random project, and the minute Elon Musk sees it, boom! It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Your project could be called Scam Token. I'm here to rug on January 18, 2026, and Elon Musk will go, yeah, it's pretty funny. Tweet that out, and you're gonna get a bunch of money, bunch of holders, and your current holders are gonna make money, and everyone's gonna go, what happened? This is a silly name, but crypto is just filled with that kind of like craziness where and with Infinion, we are the foundation of that launchpad for many tokens. So this is something Shaun, myself, and many others are just really excited about. Once again, guys, if you're new, make sure to subscribe button, notification bell, and be up to date with all our videos. Shaun, myself, and other founders are always in Infinion Telegram. Shout out to everybody in the other Infinion socials. We love you guys. You guys rock. Whether it's you guys are looking at stuff on Discord, or Reddit, Twitter, wherever you are, we're here with you guys, and we do appreciate you guys.
Yep. One last thing I did want to address. Like Ricardo said, don't talk about Safe Moon, still have nightmares. So it is something that we try to stay away from. There are certain instances like today where it just kind of came up. This was kind of the backbone, me, Joe, Mike, Matt, it was one of those like Thanos moments. We're just going to do it ourselves. Like, so the foundation of what we done was built on that. Getting tired of seeing people say they're going to do something, they never actually do it. So yeah, it was kind of built off of that. So that was our whole thing, is that we're going to build something real for ourselves and for everyone else involved. And as we continue to move along, you will see that. For those that, again, weren't around for Operation Phoenix, real quick, recap of that, 110x at the all-time high. Whenever we stopped trading for the pre-sale, was still at a solid 15x. We built a launch pad. We built a swapper. We built token builders. We did everything. We generated tens of thousands of dollars in revenue. That, along with our marketing company, Krypton Cause Investing, was able to front the payment for the blockchain, which allowed us to get going and have it ready for basically the start of the pre-sale. So yeah, that's for those that don't know or that are new, which I know there are a lot of new people. That's kind of a quick backstory on what we've been doing, why you guys have been away. Still early. You still get a 6% bonus for anyone that contributes in our pre-sale right now, which again, we can go ahead and show that real quick too. For people again that are new, you have 12 more days left to take advantage of the tier 2 level 6% bonus. You can contribute in ETH, BSC, Arbitron, Base, Polygon, or with your card. We've already raised almost $250,000. And again, this money, the beauty of it, a lot of it is used for adoption, whether it be Trust Wallet integration and everything that we have to do to make sure that this gets the adoption that it deserves to have. And again, we have big names on board, especially in the background, a lot of names that people don't even know, but are really big players in the space. So yeah, we're excited for this. And I have no doubt we're going to accomplish what we want.
Yeah, guys. So, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this Infinion Friday, guys. Make sure to tune in for the next Infinion Friday every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you guys want to subscribe to the channels, hit the notification bell. Do that and get involved, because we're always here for you guys, and we always appreciate you guys. And when we do our impromptu live streams, we love for you guys to join us as well, because like I said, it's going to get a lot busier. More and more people are going to join in. It's going to get a lot packed and a lot crowded. And of course it is. We're about to go to the green market. Everyone wants a piece of that pie. I don't blame them. And we're really excited for that. So make sure to join us. I'm SquidGrow Joe. It's DeFi Shaun. And you guys have a great and nice day.